The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Ablesys webinar. We're on here and we'll take a look at the recent signals, take a look at the charts as regarding what you'd want to be looking for. So let's just jump right in and take a look at the first chart. Okay, so I have a stock chart up here. This is Tesla. And the software AbleTrend is going to work just the same, just as accurate for stocks as it is for futures, the same way it is for longer term stock trading, the same way it would be for intraday futures trading. This is a 130-minute daily combination because we always combine 2 time frames. And when we day trade, we actually do 3 time frames, a 1 minute, 2 minute, and a 3 minute chart because of how fast it moves and you're just getting in and out quickly. So this is a great chart for swing trading. I think you're going to like what you see here. What we're looking for is we'll just want to see that the colors are all the same color. For example, back here. By the way, in between the black lines here, you get 3 price bars per day. That's why 130 minutes is exactly 1/3 of the day. That's why we use that. So you get 3 signals per day. So back over here, which is right around, let's see, it's the 10th. So that would be the 10th of last month. So yeah, exactly a month ago. A nice buy signal, sell signal, triple confirmation. See, we want triple agreement before we make a trade. That keeps the risk way down and puts the odds very much in our favor. We like to stack the odds in our favor before we make trades. You got thousands of people who use the software and just want to be as low risk and high profit potential as possible. So we've got a triple confirmation sell signal right there. Where the X in this case is the daily sell signal because it's red. The little dot above is the daily, in this case, I'm sorry, the 130-minute sell signal. Again, it's red. And there's the price bar. It's red. So that's triple confirmation, 3 reds. That really, again, lowers the risk, puts the odds in our favor. So software, and I also like that it closes under these blue X's, which is support, blocking it from going lower. So we clearly broke down under support, which is a good sign that it's going to go lower. Here's the key. We never short if there's anything blue underneath the price. We never buy if there's anything red above the price, a dot, an X, an arrow, anything. We would never buy if there's anything red above it, because that would mean there's like a roadblock there. There's a wall of resistance that's going to stop it from going higher. So we went short over here right around 8:10, and we wouldn't exit the trade until we like to put the stop at the second higher red dot. So it really snapped back quickly. So there's the first red dot when the prices were lower, and there'd be the second higher red dot. So we're out over there at 660 from 810. That's a 150-point winner in a couple of weeks. An option trader who's got a call, a sell, a put option on that one. I mean, that's a mega home run. This is what we love. This is the best part of AbleTrend, in my opinion. The no trade zones. It keeps us out of trouble. Half the day, especially for day trading, which I'll show you in the next chart, half the day is choppy sideways. It's only a couple of opportunities a day for anybody, any trader, to make any money. So we never trade by putting these double time frames, in this case double, in the day trading triple time frames, into one chart, using the AbleTrend algorithms, doing all the calculations for us. We've got to have triple confirmation before we make a trade. If we have any red or blue together, as I just mentioned, that's a no trade zone. Look how it kept us out of trouble. It just went sideways. It's just fantastic, these no trade zone. What it does is it greatly lowers our risk. And make sure we only get into the trades when the odds are stacked in our favor. So the no trade zones are really, really helpful because AbleTrend will tell you when to get in, when to get out. And just as importantly, when not to trade at all, when to do nothing. when it's too risky, because it's just as important not to lose as it is to win. It's the same thing. Not losing a bunch of money is the same thing as winning, because we would have lost, yet we didn't. And that's the beauty of Able Trend's, what we call a guidance chart. Multiple time frames in one chart using multiple Able Trend algorithms with a 25-year track record. So I think you'll find it really helpful. Buy signal is there. That would be a losing trade right there, because that's a triple confirmation sell. Started to go down, but after a 150-point winner, we gave back like 20 points. That's a small loser right there. And then we've got a winner on the buy signal right there, out here, because we'd be stopped out at the previous lower row of small blue dots. Technically speaking, that's a sweet spot. I'll go into that in the next chart, because it's a little more obvious in the next chart. There's a really good sell signal. That comes to today, which is 5 days ago. Able Trend said short Tesla or buy puts if you're an option trader. And that's a really good signal right now, because Able Trend shorted at the close of the first triple confirmation bar. First red X, first red dot, first red bar. And it's the same rules when you're trading currencies, or you're doing longer term stocks, or you're doing futures, or you're day trading. It's always the same rules. You need to have the colors lined up, and the first time they all come together, that's the lowest risk time to get in. Now, this is another sweet spot here. It's a little more obvious on this one here. I could show you. Goes right. A sweet spot is a pullback back up, in this case, back to the red dot. The bar goes from green, which just means neutral, or pullback, back to red. That'd be a sweet spot. So 2 days ago, anybody who uses our swing trading chart on Tesla, option traders shorted it again, or bought puts at 675. We're at 617 today. That's a boatload of money in 2 days. Simply use an Able Trend. Keep it simple. Don't have to be very disciplined. That's the hard part for most people. You just have to keep it simple. But you got to do what the software says, because you won't win without it. And you won't win doing what you want or what I want. You just have to follow a couple simple rules of waiting for the colors to line up the same way. Let's take a look at the Nasdaq chart. This is our favorite chart to day trading. We like the Nasdaq, but we also like the Russell too, because the Nasdaq requires more margin if you have a very small account. Use do the Russell. Russell's also a lot slower moving. The Nasdaq can be very quick for a lot of people. Totally understand. If it's just not for your liking, it's too fast, jump on over to the RTY, which is the Russell. That's a real good one to trade. So let's take a look at the mini Nasdaq. I'm going to show you yesterday into today. So I'll give you 2 days here. One of the best days of the year was yesterday. And this is a good chart to show you just to see what we're looking for. Now, this was pre-market. We're not big fans of trading free market. However, a lot of people like it, and that's great. Go ahead and do it. You can trade anytime you like. I'm just a little concerned because the first 5 minutes, the market can be kind of crazy. Some people, they like that because they know more risk means, the chance for more reward. And if you got Able Trend, obviously, you've got the odds greatly in your favor. So that's fine if you like. I just like to wait, until it settles down the first 5 minutes. But regardless, whether this is 2 o'clock in the morning or, I'm Eastern time, by the way, so here would be the 9:30 open. Regardless, the signal is the signal. The software picked it up. So we want that. We want the software to be correct as much as possible because, that just gives us more confidence that everything looks good. It's working well. So there's what we're looking for. Regardless of what time of the day it is, when you see this on your chart, this is what you want to see. And if you can see, Able Trend got us in just absolutely at the perfect time, right before the big down move, about 15 minutes actually, before this, the tremendous downtrend, because as everybody knows, if you follow the markets, tech stocks have been just massively slaughtered the last week and a half. They're just selling off. So right over here is the triple confirmation sell, the red bar, the red small dot, and the red arrow. I use arrows. The big arrow is the 3 minute. The medium size arrow is the 2 minute. The dot is the 1 minute signal. They're all red. So if you didn't get in here, no chance there, another chance there, no chance. Again, assuming this was the middle of the day. Again, some people do like to trade pre-market. Quite frankly, the last few days, the pre-market trades have been great. Normally, you got to be careful at that open because you get a volume explosion at the 9:30, New York Open, which is 6:30 Pacific. You get a volume explosion at that time. So it could go great like this did. It could go the other way. So the safe way is to just wait the first 5 or 10 minutes. But again, more risk could mean more reward. And some people actually like that. They like taking on more risk because they know they can hit a home run that way. And boy, was this ever a home run. My God, this was just a killer, perfect signal by Abletrend as far as a correct signal. You got a 1 minute, 2 minute, and 3 minute sell signal. Now, when you're in a big profit like this, because it dropped literally 100 points, it's a 100-point winner that Abletrend gave to everybody, you, me, everybody who uses it. 100 points in the Nasdaq's $2,000. That's not a bad trade for about 15, 20 minutes. It's not a bad piece of change for trading just one lot, one contract. Can't trade less than one lot. Not 5 or 10 like some clients do, just one. So for every one, $2,000 that's a nice piece of change. What I see, and again, the stop just going to go just a little bit above these red dots. We go to the next higher row of red dots, small red dots, the next level up. But when you get 2 greens in a row, I always like to use the double green stop, meaning we got, $2,000 here. I mean, in 20 minutes, I'm not giving that back because these markets, especially the Nasdaq, snaps back extremely fast. So what we do is when we see double green, because red means we're in good shape, we're not even going to think about getting out. Double green, and you got to catch these big moves because there's only 2 or 3 of these a day, sometimes only one. And if you don't catch that 1 to 3 big moves, you can't win because most of the day, the market's choppy and sideways. And nobody can win. I don't care who you are, what indicators you use. You can't. Market doesn't allow it because it's very choppy. That's why we've got the no trade zones that I keeps talking about. They're so valuable. That's the big difference with Abletrend versus others. But getting back to the double greens, I'm just going to put the stop 2 points above the higher of the 2 green bars. Why? I'm moving my stop down like 30 points closer. Don't put the stop too tight because that's the worst thing you can possibly do. It's the biggest mistake most traders do is they put the stop too close. Think, oh, lower my risk. Well, no, you're actually making it more risky because this market is crazy, up and down every second of the day. And you're going to wind up getting stopped out if you put it too close, and you're going to miss the big, huge move. And you can't miss these moves because there's only a couple of them a day. That's really the only chance we have to make a lot of money. Otherwise, market's little up, little down. There's not a lot of opportunities. So pretty cool stuff there. And down we go. Another trade right here. Just going to roll along here now. Absolutely perfect triple confirmation trade. Ideally, you want to put your stop above the dot, the red dot. But if it's too far for your risk, if it's too much risk for you, like it's say 20 or more points, well then that's just too far away. We don't want to have a stop like that because we get killed if we lose. Just put it, 2 points above the top of the triple confirmation red bar. In other words, the first entry bar that has a triple confirmation, just put a little above. Stay in the trade, stay in the trade, stay in the trade. It's going lower. You got the dots. You got the medium arrow, 2 minute arrow, got the 3 minute arrow. Okay, a lot of people get nervous. Oh, it just went up 25 points. Oh, no, I was winning a couple hundred now. Now I'm losing. Yeah, so, that's trading. That's the business. If maybe it's not for you then. That's going to happen all day long. 50 times a day, up, down, hundreds up, hundreds down. That's the business, the day trading business. That's why I say it's not for everybody. If you want to be in it, well, this is the way it goes. Nobody can control the market. If it's too much risk for you, you go down on the Russell. If that's still no good, then you do the swing trading stocks or ETFs or indices, like I showed you the first 10 minutes of the webinar, as I do at the beginning of every webinar. A lot less stressful. Don't have to be at the computer all day long. Much simpler. This is more for in and out quick and hit and run. You could hit a home run like yesterday. So down it goes. There's our 2 greens, and we actually get stopped out right here because there's the 2 greens, and we get ticked out right there. And just amazing. But the no trade zones. Look at this choppy mess in here. We didn't touch it. The software said, don't do it. When there's red and blue on the chart, stay away. It's a no trade zone. Right there, triple confirmation, up it goes like a rocket. Another big winner. No trade zone. It's just a killer day. triple confirmation. That's about a break even, no trade zone. Again, there's the first triple confirmation, and that was probably one of the best trades of the year, actually. I mean, down it went, but here's a stop out because there's the second higher small red dot above the price. Sweet spot gets us right back in there. Sweet spot again is after a pullback to the red or blue dots, the next colored bar. There's your red bar, down it goes. Massive trade right there. That's a $2,000 winner. Able trend signal for all of us. Just one lot. This is all overnight. You can see some really big trends. You know, the market is very volatile. Look at this trade here. Yeah, it's pre-market. I'm not a big fan of trading pre-market, but the point is, I want you to recognize what you should look at when you are trading, and that's what you're looking for. Perfect triple confirmation. 1 minute, 2 minutes, and 3 minutes, all red. Down it goes. And that's some great stuff right there. Here's a classic no trade zone, and it went sideways. Here's another perfect sweet spot. Well, if you see that on your chart, jump on it. And the first sweet spot is from the beginning of the trend is always the lowest risk. Second one, you can take it, but it's just a little more risk. It's up to you. It's optional. First one, there it is. Hits the red dot. Next red bar right there. Look at that thing just drop. Look at that winner right there. Sweet spot. I mean, you're talking some crazy money there. I mean, it's thousands for just a one-lot trader, small trader. Okay. Again, we had the signal right before the market opened. I don't like it, but a lot of people love it. Great. Last week you hit a home run trading pre-market. Okay. That's right around 9:31, right around a minute after the open. There's your buy signal right there. Again, it's a little risky. It's right at the open, but software picked it up. If that's what you like, bingo. I mean, jackpot. Up and away we go. There's the two greens. Stop's going to go just a little bit below. We'd be stopped out right there. Nice little trade. Doesn't look like much from here to here. That's 80 points. That's $1,600 in 12 minutes. Pretty cool stuff. Not always going to be a winner. There'll be losing days. Count on it because I'm going to guarantee it. You say, how about over here? Do I get in here? No. Got to have that big arrow. Got to have the 3 minute. 3 minute is the slower of the three. Obviously, the 3 minute is 3 times slower than the 1 minute. But the bar is green. No trade. We need a red bar. Green means neutral or sideways. So no trade zone, no trade zone, no trade. Just one big, gigantic no trade zone. It's a good thing. Look at this choppy mess. Up, down, up, down, up, down. I mean, it's just, you have to be just, dumb lucky to win during that. Anybody who doesn't have Able Trend got murdered in that choppy mess. Able Trend traders, disciplined, serious Able Trend traders, didn't trade because they just follow the charts. And then here was a killer trade. Big time money. This was the best one of the day. Right around 11:15 Eastern, you had the perfect triple confirmation trade. You got the 3 minute blue arrow. You got the 2 minute blue arrow, came in a little before. That's okay. You got the 1 minute dot. You got a blue bar. And here's another added little tidbit. It's above the red 3 minute resistance arrows. It's great. We busted above resistance. Great. Now it has a clear path. Look, there's nothing above. There's nothing above right here. Nothing to block it from going higher. And you want to jump on that when you see that. There's two greens after we're in at least 10 points in profit. And at this point over here, we were 70 points in profit. It's $1,400 per one contract. Never hit it. It kept on going higher. Never went lower than the bottom of that green bar. Great. There's two more greens. Put the stop a couple points below. A few minutes later, we would be stopped out. That's 80 points. 1,600. I'm saying that's a good chunk of change for most people. No trade zone. That's about a break even. No trade. This is a losing trade. There's the big red arrow. Got to look for that first. Red bar, red dot. Started to go down. Pop back up. Out over there. Well, that's actually a break even. I call it a loss. I like to call it a loser, even though it was a break even. There's slippage, there's commissions. This is about real life trading. It's not about exaggerating. That's for sure. because I can't stand when that's done to me. Triple confirmation buy signal, another rocket ship. Up and away we go. There's the two greens, and we'd be stopped out right there. Nice little trade, you know. Nice little trade from here to here, here to here. There's the trade from there to there. Good stuff. It's 25 points. It's another 500. Up and away we go. Okay, I got to jump over to the, you get the picture by now. I want to jump over to the scalp chart. This is a totally different, this is in and out very quickly. It's a different chart, different settings. And this chart is when the price hits the blue dot, as long as it doesn't close under it, and the close is the little line that sticks out to the right. Right there is an example, although that's pre-market, so I'm not going to count that. This is right around, well, that's pre-market. I'm not going to count that. Those are winning trades, but it's pre-market. See, it hits the blue dot, closes above it. You just put a bracket order in to get 5 points. Or if you're quick enough, move your stop when you're plus up to, plus 5 points. So that's the worst you can do. And you know what? Sometimes it keeps on going higher and you get a bonus. Now, this closes just a little bit under the blue dot, so that is not a trade. It's a very simple chart to trade. Your price has to hit the blue dot, doesn't hit it, these close under, has to hit the, or here's a trade. Hits the red dot, closes under it, we lost 3 points because we put the stop 2 points above the red dot. We don't want that. We want it to go under the red dot. For example, hits the red dot, close above it, no trade. Hits the red dot right there, closes under it, that's a trade. If you missed that one, you had another chance there. If you missed that one, you had another chance there. How'd it do? Winner. Went down actually 40 points, but a scalper is just looking for 5 points. Every time you get 5 points, it's $100. Same thing with the arrow. Hits the arrow, stop goes 2 points above, and it went above, so we would have lost on that trade. This would be a winner because we hit the red dot or the red arrow, actually they're both together, and then 2 minutes later it went down 10 points. But again, we're just looking for 5, so that's a winner. Every time we get 5 points, it's $100. That's a perfect trade right there. We lost 3 points. I call it 5. I like to exaggerate the losses. Hits the red dot. 2-3 minutes later, it goes down 5 points. That's a winner. That's $100. So that's the way we do the scalp chart. Here's another one right there. Hits the blue dot, closes above it, and then eventually 2-3 minutes later, we got our 5 points. That's a winner. Hits a red dot right here. That one, the first one doesn't quite hit it. See, it's got to touch it. This one clearly touches the red dot, closes under it. 30 seconds later, 5 points, another $100. So that's the way we do it. We keep it simple. It's got to hit the red or blue dot or the red or blue arrow. And basically what we're doing is we're playing the bounces, off of support, able trend support resistance points, which are the red and blue dots. So kind of a simple chart, but really helpful if you like to, you can't stand staying in trades very long. You literally just like to get, in and out in like minutes. So good stuff. It's been a really, really good week. One of the best ever weeks. The last 2 days have just been really, really good. Yeah, Steve said, Steve K just does a great job. Very disciplined trader. Only 4 of 11 winning trades, but he did make 151 points today. That's over 3,000 because it's $20 per point. You're right, Steve. We only had 4 winners and 7 losers, but the 4 winners were so big they way outweighed the smaller losers. The last part of the day was choppy. Yes, sir. Yes, it was. Very choppy. Started out great. Yesterday was really good, but then yesterday was really good all day, but very choppy at the end of the day. Yes, it was. Takahiro says, if you got in after 6:30 open on the NQ, when would you have got in and where would the stop have been? Well, I think I went over on all of that already. Again, the stop just goes a little bit below the blue dot for a buy signal, or just a point or two above the red dot for a sell signal. Keep it simple. On the Russell, how close should the stops be if not using the triple confirmation dot? The dot has nothing to do with anything. The dot doesn't mean it is meaningless. The dot just tells you it's the first red bar. The blue dot just tells you it's the first blue bar. So if the stop, like I mentioned, if the stop is too far away for you, which we like to put it under the blue dot, you would just put it 2 points under the bottom of the blue bar. And in this case, that's way too far. We're not going to use a 30-point stop. You just put the stop 2 points below the bottom of the blue bar. Hope that helps. Can you get in on a sweet spot if the bar is green? You can. There's just a lot, there's more risk. If you're everybody has different risk tolerance. Some people love risk because they know the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. So yes, you can, but just keep in mind there's a little bit more risk on that. It's lower risk if you get in on a blue bar for a buy or a red bar for a sell. It's lower risk that way. So it just depends if you're a high risk or a more lower risk type of person. Steve Taylor says, yeah, big winner on the open, 40 points on the Russell. Great job, Steve. Well done, my friend. You've been doing terrific lately. I'm glad to hear that. Thanks for keep me updated on that. Monday says, what is the name of the chart? This is the mini Nasdaq. Yes, the mini Nasdaq, which is one of the most popular markets in the U.S. to day trade. It's a 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute combination. Dan says, what is the difference between a sweet spot and a triple confirmation? Well, nothing. A sweet spot also has triple confirmation, but a sweet spot, as I've been, saying the past, the whole time, is when a price is pulled back. I think I've showed you 5 or 6 classic examples. It's when the price is pulled back. Here, the price is pulled back and touch the blue dot. That's a sweet spot. That's a sweet spot. It has to hit the blue dot for a sweet spot buy and hit the red dot for a sweet spot sell. You're welcome to Takahiro. Roger, are the manuals available videos to use Abletrend? Wow, it's really nothing more than this. It's so simple. Everybody says it's such an easy chart to trade. It's just waiting for all the colors, dots, and arrows to all be the same color. And the first time they all come in together, that's when you make the trade. I'll gladly do a 15-minute one-on-one real-time trading session with you when you get the software. And all they're all on YouTube. Just this one will be on it tomorrow. Just go back and watch the last couple of weeks. I do 2 webinars a week, 100 a year for many years, but just watch the most recent ones because we're always making it better. So yeah, you can go back and watch the last couple of webinars, the last few weeks. They're all on Ablesys' YouTube page. All right, hope that helps, Dan. Yeah, looks like I got to everybody's questions. All right, great. Anything I can do for you, just call or email to me. I'm here every day. Be glad to help. Hope this was helpful for you. It's a grind, especially day trading, but wow, it's just been a pretty fantastic year. There'll definitely be losing trades and losing days. Not that many, but there certainly will be losing trades and losing days. I can guarantee you. I'm not here to mislead anybody. There's no perfect system in the world, nor is this. However, if you're very disciplined and do what it says, you've got a chance to make a lot of money. That's up to you whether you're able to be a day trader. It kind of works on your mind. It's not for everybody, but that's okay. Abletrend works just as well for swing trading, like I showed you the first half of the webinar. So whatever you like to do, Abletrend will fit into your style. You don't have to fit into Abletrend's. That's the nice part about it. It works for all markets, all time frames. And you get we have tech help here. I do the trading help. So anything we can do for you, let us know. I'm glad to help anytime. Thanks for being here, everyone, and have a good night.